welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be showing you guys how I prepare for my exam tomorrow and how I go about my day before such a huge exam. I really thought it'd be very interesting to document what really goes on. I am honestly kind of weighing this because I don't have a solid schedule that I would practice every time I take an exam, but I have a lot to catch up on. This video is honestly for people who procrastinate because I studied early May, and now that it is May 17th, I really didn't give myself enough time to practice for such a heavy curriculum. So to those out there who also started their studies late, this video is for you. It is 2 p.m. I did kind of relax in the morning. I watched like half a movie, so I feel energized and ready to go. My desk is a mess, so obviously, just like in any other video, we are gonna start cleaning. Pile of AP biology resources, so I'll leave this over on the side and we can start planning. So I just finished my to-do list. First, I have to finish the entire curriculum. I only have one more concept of Unit 6, so I'm very excited to do that. And then I have 2 FRQs to do. I will be reviewing live videos after that and then finishing up the other 2 FRQs. So let's get on with the schedule for today. So, as you can tell, last night I was trying to finish up my work. On the side, I actually watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then on the other side, I have my notes. This chapter is actually pretty straightforward, so I allow myself to watch a few things next to it, and I really couldn't resist, so... I just finished Unit 6 with biotechnology. It was pretty simple. I did this a couple times. And now that the entire curriculum is finished, it is time to do my FRQs, which I have no idea where I put. Oh, yes. They're on a pile on the floor next to me. I'm going to be doing question 1 and 2. These are given by College Board and linked in the description of their YouTube live videos, so they should be fairly close to what is actually on the exam. I realized that I wasn't recording when I was halfway into my FRQ, so I just did a regular video. But I finished early. I have 14 minutes left, and I'm pretty sure most of my answers are wrong, but we're going to try and check our answers. There isn't a precise answer key, but I know that they did review it on the College Board live video on YouTube. Hopefully I find it and pray that at least half of my answers are correct. I finished the 2 FRQs, and I actually have a post-it where I listed all my weaknesses I need to work on. On my to-do list, I can cross out a few of the tasks. In the meantime, I will be taking a break. If it is the day before your exam, do not try to bunch everything together. Make sure that you have breaks and everything so you feel a little bit more relaxed. I took my A-push exam a couple days ago and I crammed until 5 a.m. and that did not work out well for me. I had a nervous breakdown before the exam, so that's a whole other story. But now I am learning from my mistakes and taking everything slowly, and hopefully it will help me a little bit more during the exam. So I finished watching a few episodes and now I'm going to be watching the live videos. Here I listed 3 units that I think I need to review. Hopefully I'll be done with that by the time it comes to breaking my fast. Right now, instead of reviewing live videos, I realize that I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I want to make sure that I also know how to write an FRQ. And plus, I already made 3 books with intricate diagrams and explanations. I only went over 1 unit with the live video and it was super helpful, but that took hours and I really don't have that kind of time. So I am just taking notes from random videos about FRQs and mini cram sessions, and I'm just writing down my tips. I defined some of the prompt words that they often use, wrote out some questions, and my weaknesses are up here so I can work on them. And yeah, so I'm just learning how to actually write an FRQ. searched up how to do an FRQ. I did some more note-taking, especially for Unit 6. I went through the PowerPoints and I added for a couple other units, but mainly Unit 6. And I also did a FRQ about photosynthesis. But so far, I just need to review it and make sure that I have a good idea on these topics. It is 11:30 p.m. and I need to stop myself from going overboard because the exam is literally tomorrow and it's at 2 o'clock, which means I do have time to do a few more FRQs because I only did 3 FRQs. So I will be cleaning up and then making a to-do list on what I should do tomorrow morning before the exam. So I wrote on my to-do list and it's pretty simple, just setting up for the AP exam. I'm also going to be watching my show for a couple more minutes before I go to bed to relax and everything. Just some things to get the AP bio test off my mind. Super nervous, but I'm excited to see how this 45-minute exam will go for a subject with a huge amount of information. Good morning. Today is another day before a big exam. I took AP Biology yesterday and today is the last day of freedom before I have to take my AP Language and Composition exam tomorrow. It is 10:30 a.m. and obviously I have a lot to clean up. This is the aftermath of yesterday's exam. Looks spread out and the math reference sheet. And then a huge pile of just like papers on the floor because I was just throwing things around during the exam. I was scared I would lose time, which wasn't really an issue, but I still get anxious sometimes. I'm gonna start cleaning up and yeah. These are all the books that I used to study for the AP exam. These are all my notes, my in-class notes. This is the entire year, my review notes, workbooks, practice FRQs. Honestly, the workbook I didn't use as often. I just like annotated some parts, mostly just for studying for exams in class. But wow, now it's all over for this year. This is kind of sad and I don't know what to do with this. Obviously I'm going to keep it, but I'll be storing them because I also like looking at them. Kind of glad this is over too because it was quite stressful. First, I will watch an episode or 2 of my show, then head straight to making a to-do list because I also want to relax a little today. I am fairly unprepared for this exam. I didn't really do much practice compared to AP Biology, but it's an essay, so hopefully I could just review a few things and try to put things in my head before the exam. I'll admit, I probably spent more time watching Avatar than actually doing work and being productive, but to be fair, it is a great show. I grew up with this show. I even had it on DVD when I was a child after we didn't have cable, and I just rewatched the episodes nonstop. I never get tired of it. I just love the characters, the plot, the setting, the messages that it sends across. And if you guys watch it too, then you guys should leave comments down below so that we can just talk about it because I am obsessed with not only the show but also talking about it and reading posts about it on Reddit and Instagram. So if you guys are a fan, comment some things so we can start a conversation. But overall, it's such a beautiful show. Do I regret watching it before the big exam? Maybe, but I had a fun time and it took me back to when I was younger and I really could not resist. So it's about 12 o'clock right now and I kind of went overboard when watching Avatar. I'm going to write my to-do list for today. Today I'm going to try to prepare for the AP Language and Composition exam. I do have schoolwork, but I'm hoping that it's not a lot so then I can focus on practicing for the exam tomorrow. My to-do list is just having to write down some tips, read and print some essay formats, and possibly do a practice essay. And then I have my other tasks like my school assignments and uploading video clips on my MacBook. Tips that my teacher gave me, so I can take that off my list. Okay, so here's just me going completely off schedule and answering emails instead because I really could not resist. It was just a bunch of emails piling up and I just had to answer all of them. But after that, I went back to highlighting and annotating an essay that I did a while ago so I could use it as reference for the exam. I also forgot that I had a Zoom meeting at 3 p.m. so I'm probably just going to watch my show until 3 comes along so then I can get ready and join the meeting. Hopefully it won't last that long, but definitely after that I will try to work on an essay and complete my assignments. So it's been a couple hours and I am very ashamed to say that I gave in and I watched a Barbie movie on YouTube, and then by the time I was done it was time to break my fast. So I broke my fast, cleaned up, prayed and everything. It is now, let's see, 10:57 p.m. and I still need to do a practice essay and write up some notes for my exam tomorrow. So I'm going to be writing up as much notes as I can with this worksheet that I printed from the resources they gave today, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to try to write an essay. I was also sulking about finishing Avatar: The Last Airbender because this is one of my favorite shows, and now that it's done I literally don't know what to watch, and I'm gonna miss the characters and the episodes and everything. Even though this is probably like my 100th time watching it, it's still really sad to finish it. But we're going to start doing this AP language work because I have a whole exam tomorrow. I'm going to be ending the video right here since I'm probably going to be working on this for only about 20 minutes and it's 11 p.m. already. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed or took something out of this. I know that today wasn't as productive compared to the day before my AP biology exam, but I'm glad that I was able to take a break before this big exam. I've been preparing for it. I wrote a couple essays. I'm just going to tell myself everything is fine and just get this test over with. But thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.